folks, Ethan here, also known as the Valatrician Enlightener. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys seen me before, welcome back. If you guys are new, welcome. So, today we're going to be discussing something that I don't believe anyone doesn't really talk about, but why don't angels appear frequently? Like, how come we don't ever see them that often on Earth? Like, what's going on? So, I've actually had a conversation with my guardian angels about this topic, and uh, there was something like, I would say, very odd reasons, but some were like quite interesting, some were like a bit questionable in some ways. So I don't have a lot to say for the reasons, but I got around 4 reasons why angels don't appear frequently as you guys see on the internet as much. Sometimes whenever you see angels online though, it can be very questionable if that was an angel or not, but it happens a lot around the globe. So the first reason, which I was like, it seems pretty obvious, but I mean, there's nothing else better to say, but they're special spiritual beings on this earth. They're really special. So if you guys do see one, that is your special gift from the cosmos. That's how it is. There's really nothing more I could say about that, but that's essentially one of the reasons why we don't ever see them that much. And the second thing that is quite annoying is that um, somewhat reasonable, but it's annoying at the same time, is that divine angels only appear whenever they want to, which I completely understand. It's how the universal laws work in the cosmos. That's how it works. You can't really argue an angel because they're special, very magical and beautiful in every way possible, but they only want to appear if they just want to do it. Like, I've actually reacted to an angel video before. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll leave a link down below. If you guys have not seen that recent video, that was definitely something else. That one still gets me to this day, not gonna lie. The next reason is quite, I would say, it's questionable to me, but I just don't get this a lot. So I never heard this before. My guardian angels told me that it takes a lot of energy to completely materialize into an actual being, like animals or actual beings like us. I don't understand about that though. Like, I thought a lot of divine angels have like a tremendous amount of energy, but the way how they manifest physically to make it look like an actual creature, it takes a lot of energy that I've been told, which is something that I never heard before. I thought angels would not have a problem with this, but seems like I was kind of wrong about this assumption though. I thought they were just like, oh, we can just do this anytime though. It's not that hard. But materializing to an actual like an actual physical being, like real-time physical being like me though, they said it's a lot of energy to completely manifest completely, like a full body, like physical body, which is quite strange. But I guess I see why that, whenever you do see angels online, they look real, but I thought that it doesn't take that much energy. But it seems like it kind of makes sense to me though, but I'm gonna have to learn more about that later on in the future, whenever that day comes. And the last one, it's quite understandable why that angels don't appear frequently and physically, is that they don't want to be judged too much by skeptics, which obviously, yeah, I get it. I get the point why that skeptics want to, do all this. They want to be judgmental, which I completely respect that, but it's not going to be, how it is, how they think it is, though, which I totally get it and I understand. But whenever the time comes, a skeptic is always going to have a different point of view on how angels appear. It does not matter how they look at it, though. I mean, eventually, almost every skeptic is going to be changing their minds of how they see the spiritual side of things. They're going to see things differently once they completely witness it. And I don't know how they're going to react. Either they might appear scared, or they'd be like, that doesn't make sense, though. It's not even part of science. Well, why have science when science is limited? If you guys totally get what I'm saying. Anyway, that's all I have to say here. I wish there was a lot more than this, but that's all I have, though. Like, I wish there was a lot more, but that's how these angels do it. Like, they just do it whenever they want to do it. Be like, oh, we're not really gonna show up physically like that because we don't want to be, judged by others. Like, I get it. It's completely understandable. I totally get it. But that's the one question for you guys, and these are the answers why that they don't appear frequently. Like we see them, but they just don't appear as much. Like, I've seen one before physically, or not really physically, but in some ways, paranormal ways. Which, if you guys are wondering when was that, I'll leave a link down below about that story. And that story was completely strange and completely out of the blue, I would say. Well, that answers the question about why angels don't appear on Earth that much. Like, why it doesn't happen all the time. Hopefully you found this very informative and very enlightening. And love my to all of you guys. And as always, stay strong out there. I'll see you guys next time.